Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
Very, very good. Thank you.
Okay. How does it feel being in Buenos Aires again, Chi?
It's a great honor, and I feel very humbled and lucky to be, very blessed to be able to come back to such a beautiful country. And it's even nicer now, that we get to do a show that's a Deftones show. You know what I mean? It was obviously wonderful to play with the Chili Peppers here, but now the Deftone fans can catch a true Deftones show.
And what were you doing since you came here?
Let's see. Last night, your whole city shut down, so it was kind of hard to do anything. But
I know.
This morning, I went to a couple bookstores.
Oh.
Bought a little bit of.
And what did you get there?
I got a picture of Che Guevara that I'd never seen. I've read everything he's ever written, so I'm a big fan, Che. And I got a nice picture. I got a picture from a local local Argentinian artist, and then I went to an antique store and bought a very, old mask from Buenos Aires. I don't know.
And Chi, I want to know which the worst part in your daily life.
The worst part in my daily life is
Yes.
missing my wife and my son. Yes. Yes, it's very hard. It was my son's 10th birthday yesterday, and I was not there, so it made me a little sad.
And what kind of music did you grow up listening to?
I went through a bunch of different phases. When I didn't start listening to music till very late in life, because my father's he's from China, and my mother's gringo, and she listened to country music, and he listened to Chinese opera, and I thought they were both shit, so I didn't really think there was other styles of music out there. I just thought, so I didn't listen to music really till I was like 13 or 14. My brother bought an AC/DC record, and then a Dio record, and then I bought a Rush tape, and I was like, oh my God, I was blown away. So, and then when I started playing music, I listened to a lot of Iron Maiden. I was heavily influenced by Steve Harris's playing, and I went from that. I dated some girl who was a new waver, so I started listening to Smith and The Cure, and then I got into punk rock from there, and have just continued to expand and listen to different styles ever since then.
And when did you start playing the bass? You took classical lessons?
No lessons.
No.
It shows in my playing. I'm not that good.
It's good.
I think I picked it up at about 14, 15. So 21 years ago, 22 years ago.
Oh.
Long time.
And do you really think that the new metal is dead? What's your opinion about it?
I never knew what they meant by new metal in the first place, and that was, 18 years ago. For me, even that style, had the connotation of rap rock, and I always felt that we transcended that. And even if we didn't transcend that, I feel like then wouldn't Faith No More, Rage Against the Machine more be new metal than the Deftones, So, I don't think about it really too much at all. I think it's just a comparison that the press needed to make a nice little package for people to understand.
Deftones told Karen once time the new record nearly didn't get made. What was the source of the problems in the band?
I think the source of all problems in our band come from either personal trauma of a certain member or miscommunication. And so on this album, Chino seemed to have a really hard time finishing the album. His head was in a bad space, and we tried to support him, but I think he had to disappear with his side band, Team Sleep, for 6 months to get his head clean and to really be able to reflect upon, Deftones clearly. You know what I mean?
Oh yes.
And so it's been nothing but good now.
Oh, and tell me some story about Saturday Night recording sessions.
I don't have any good stories. I spent the whole time totally sober because I wanted to be as on point as I could be and write as good as I could and contribute as much as I can. I really have no interesting stories. I was very boring.
Oh.
I was very boring man. I drank a lot of coffee and smoked a lot of cigarettes.
And Chi, for this album you have worked with Bob Ezrin, but you have started with Thunder Automator Nakamura. Where's that stuff? It went to the trash can.
No, I mean, we used most of what we did with Bob Ezrin. And then Chino and Bob Ezrin, Christmas came, we took a break, and then Bob, he continued to kind of work, but him and Chino didn't really, it wasn't that it didn't get along, it's just that didn't really fuel each other in the right way, and so then Bob had to go because he had previous commitments, and Chino disappeared, like I said, and then he came back and he started working with Sean Lopez, who's a friend, he's also a musician, and Chino felt comfortable with him, and so he finished with him.
Deftones did a cover of Fly on the Windscreen for a Depeche Mode tribute album, right? Are you guys big fans of the band?
Yes.
You too?
That's a band, yeah, including me. That's a band we all agree on. It's an amazing, talented, innovative band. Yeah, we love them. We love The Cure,
And did you like playing The Angel, their last record?
I didn't hear it. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Lo siento.
Where are you living?
I live in Sacramento, where the Deftones are from. No, I would never move to LA. They're all Hollywood assholes. I'm sure they're not all Hollywood assholes, but I don't like Hollywood. And my life in Sacramento is very private and very beautiful. You can't really see into the house, and I very rarely leave my house. I stay in with my wife and my son, and I read and I write and play. And I'm a father and a husband, and it's very, very quiet, beautiful life.
Beautiful. And what did you like doing in your leisure time?
Yeah, I write so much that I just...
What kind of stuff? Songs or...?
No. Poetry, short stories. I started a novel. I've been writing journals since the first tour. I read everything. I write as much as I can, but sometimes I write. It just seems like I don't stop writing, and it's become overwhelming sometimes.
Oh, great.
Yes, but I love to write. I'm a voracious reader and a very prolific writer. So one day I will publish everything, and I could probably put out a book for the next.
I hope so.
Yes. Well, I put out a spoken word CD of my poetry about 8-9 years ago, and it did pretty well. I was very happy with it. So.
Chi, how it will be your show tonight in Buenos Aires in Luna Park?
Fantastico.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, thank you for your time.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll see you tonight. Goodbye.